1000 का डालूं?
ये उसके लिए।
श्रीराम फाइनेंस रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट के साथ भविष्य के लिए आज ही बचत करना शुरू करें।
आनंद,
बस इतना ही? गोल्ड लोन अप्लाई करने के लिए ये काफी है।
श्रीराम फाइनेंस गोल्ड लोन, कम कागजी कार्रवाई, झट से प्रोसेसिंग, गहनों के लिए सुरक्षा।
ले रहा है पार्टी।
ये उसके लिए। श्रीराम फाइनेंस रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट के साथ भविष्य के लिए आज ही बचत करना शुरू करें।
मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगल तनोहरी। 500 रुपये।
सिर्फ 20? ये उसके लिए।
श्रीराम फाइनेंस रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट के साथ भविष्य के लिए आज ही बचत करना शुरू करें।
देश का हर अरमान पूरा करे एक नाम, श्री राम नाम। ले जाना बेचना खरीदना बोना उगाना कारोबार चलाना कमाना बचाना सलाह पाना हंसाना मनाना वादे निभाना ओ श्री राम के साथ आगे बढ़ना इधर उधर यहाँ वहाँ देता फाइनेंस तुम हो जहाँ श्री राम गुंटूर जोधपुर तिरुपुर एग्नूर गोवा पटना दिल्ली हावड़ा कोची मोहाली राजौरी वाराणसी मुंबई पन्ना शिमला बड़ौदा श्री राम के साथ आगे बढ़ना श्रीराम फाइनेंस लिमिटेड आपकी प्रगति का साथी
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I, Umesh Revankar, Executive Vice Chairman of Shriram Finance Limited, formerly Shriram Transport Finance Company Limited, welcome you all to this 44th Annual General Meeting of Members. I chair the meetings of Corporate Social Responsibility Committee and Risk Management Committee. I am participating in this AGM from Corporate Office at BKC, Mumbai. As you are aware, we have successfully completed with your extended support the amalgamation of Shriram City Union Finance Limited, Shriram Capital Limited, with Shriram Transport Finance Company Limited, which came into effect during financial year 22-23. The name of Shriram Transport Finance Company Limited is changed to Shriram Finance Limited to reflect its wider range of business operation with assets under management of over 1.8 trillion and 7 million plus customers. Mr. S. Lakshminarayanan, Independent Director and Chairman of the Board, and Mrs. Kishori Udeshi, Independent Director, ceased to be directors of the company from December 5th, 2022. The board has placed on record its deep appreciation for their immense contribution and invaluable services rendered to the company during their respective tenures. Let me now welcome the new directors who are attending this AGM of the company for the first time. I would now like to introduce our new chairman, Mr. Jugal Kishore Mohapatra, a retired Indian Administrative Service officer who worked in various ministries, establishments, departments of state, union government of India, holding senior position in different capacities, including as Secretary to Honorable Chief Minister, Orissa, Principal Secretary, Finance, and Chief Secretary in the government of Odisha. He also held the position of Secretary in the Department of Fertilizers and Rural Development in Government of India. He has brought with him many years of rich experience in the field of administration, public affairs. He has been appointed as independent director of the company on December 4, 2022 for the period of 3 years. I would also like to introduce my another colleague, Mrs. Maya S. Sinha, a retired Indian Revenue Service officer appointed as independent director with effect from December 4, 2022 for a period of 2 years. She had a career of almost 30 years in Government of India. She was also on deputation as Commissioner of Khadi and Village Industries Commission, a Government of India undertaking engaged in employment generation through promotion of rural entrepreneurship. He was also on the board of erstwhile Shriram City Union Finance Limited as independent director. I'm sure that the company and the board of directors will be enormously benefited from the rich and long experience of the new independent directors and from leadership of chairman Mr. Jugal Kishore Mohapatra. With this, I would request the chairman to take over and conduct proceeding of the AGM. Thank you.
Thank you, Umesh Ji, for introducing me to the esteemed members of the company who are attending this AGM. Good afternoon, members. I, Jugal Kishore Mohapatra, take great pleasure in welcoming all of you on behalf of the Board of Directors to the 44th AGM of the members of Shriram Finance Limited. It's my privilege to address you at this AGM. I also chair the meetings of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee and Environmental, Social and Governance Committee. I am participating in the AGM from my residence in Bhubaneswar. In compliance with the general circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, this AGM is being conducted through video conference and other audiovisual means without physical presence of the members at a common venue. However, the proceedings of the AGM shall be deemed to be conducted at the registered office of the company. Since there is no physical attendance of members, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The requisite quorum being present, I now call the meeting to order. I would now request the directors of the company to introduce themselves to the members. First, let me request Mr. Y.S. Chakraborty, who has been appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of the company with effect from 5th December 2022 for a period of 3 years. He was previously the Managing Director and CEO of the Shriram City Union Finance Limited. Mr. Chakraborty.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Y.S. Chakraborty, Managing Director and CEO of your company. I chair the meeting of the Asset Liability Management Committee. I am participating in this AGM from the corporate office at BKC, Mumbai.
Mr. Sridhar, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am S. Sridhar, Independent Director of the company since October 2014. I chair the meetings of the Audit Committee and the IT Strategy Committee. I am attending this AGM from my residence in Mumbai. Thank you.
Mr. Pradeep Kumar Panja, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon to everyone. I am Pradeep Kumar Panja, Independent Director of the company from October 18. I chair the Nomination Remuneration Committee of the board. I am attending this AGM from my residence in Bangalore.
Srimati Maya Sinha, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Maya Swaminathan Sinha, Independent Director of this company. I am attending this AGM from my residence in Mumbai.
Mr. D.V. Ravi.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am D.V. Ravi, non-executive, non-independent director of the company since June 2015. I am participating in this AGM from my office at Chennai.
Mr. Michael.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michael Fullion, non-executive, non-independent director of the company since May 2019. I'm participating in this AGM from my office in Johannesburg in South Africa. Thank you.
Mr. Parag Sharma.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Parag Sharma, Joint Managing Director and Chief Financial Officer, and on board since December 21. I am participating in this AGM from our corporate office at Bandra Kurla Complex, Mumbai.
All the directors of the company are present at this AGM. Also, the joint statutory auditors, Mr. P. Meenakshi Sundaram, Senior Partner of Messrs. Sundaram and Srinivasan Chartered Accountants, and Mr. Devang Doshi, Associate Partner of KKC and Associates LLP, and Mr. P. Shriram, Practicing Company Secretary, Partner of SPNP and Associates. The Secretarial Auditor and Scrutinizer for the purpose of this AGM are also present. I now request Mr. Y.S. Chakrabarti, Managing Director and CEO of the company, to introduce the senior management team of the company.
Joint Managing Directors, Mr. Sundar, Mr. Sridharan, Mr. Nilesh Odedara, and Mr. Jim Jilani, Mr. K. Srinivas, Mr. Sudarshan Hulla, and Mr. Hardeep Singh Toor, Chief Risk Officer, and Mr. R. Chandrasekhar, Chief Compliance Officer. Except Mr. Sudarshan Hulla, all the others are present at this AGM.
Thank you, Mr. Chakrabarti. Mr. U. Balasundar Rao, who has been working with the company for the last 29 years at various senior positions, appointed as the company secretary and compliance officer with effect from 1st September 2022. I now request him to kindly take us through the regulatory matters, general instructions, and agenda items pertaining to this AGM. Mr. Balasundar Rao.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I, U. Balasundar Rao, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company, welcome you all once again to this AGM. I am attending this AGM from the corporate office of the company at Bandra Kurla Complex, Mumbai. In compliance with the circulars and notifications issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, MCA, and the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, and the applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013, this AGM is being held through video conferencing and other audio-visual means, and the company has taken all requisite steps to ensure that the members are able to attend and vote at this AGM in a seamless manner. I'm sure that all of you would have had an opportunity to read the company's 44th annual report for the financial year 22-23, containing the notice of the 44th annual general meeting, the standalone and consolidated audited financial statements for the financial year ended March 31, 2023, the reports of the board of directors and the auditors thereon, sent through email on Wednesday, that is May 31, 2023, to the members whose email addresses are registered with the company, the registrar and transfer agent, and the depositories. However, the hard copy of the annual report was sent to those members who had opted for the same. The company has availed the services from Central Depository Services India Limited, CDSL, for conducting this AGM through video conferencing and enabling participation of members at this AGM, and also for conducting remote e-voting and e-voting at this AGM. Members can view a live webcast of this AGM in their login page where EVSN of the company is displayed. All the members joining this meeting are by default kept on mute mode to avoid any background noise disturbance and also to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. Once the question and answer session starts, Chairman will announce the names of the registered speaker members one by one. Speaker members will thereafter be unmuted by the host of the AGM and will be allowed to express their views and ask questions. Each member will be given a maximum time of 3 minutes, and I request each speaker to adhere to this limit. Before speaking, the member is requested to click the audio video button And if the members are unable to join through video mode due to any reason, the members are advised to switch off the video and speak only through audio mode. Speaker members are advised to use earphones so that they are clearly audible and to minimize any background noises. To avoid any disturbance, please ensure that Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices or no other background applications are parallelly running. Please also ensure that proper light is available to have a good video experience. In the event of any connectivity problem at the speaker member's end, we will ask the next speaker member to join. Once the connectivity gets improved, the previous speaker member will be called back to speak. During the meeting, if members face any technical issue, they may please call the helpline number of CDSL as mentioned in the notice of the AGM. The list of directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholdings maintained under Section 170 of the Companies Act 2013, memorandum and articles of association of the company, and the certificate from the secretarial auditor relating to the implementation of the company's employee stock option scheme under SEBI Regulations 2021, and all the relevant documents referred to in the AGM notice are available currently for the inspection by members. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send an email to the company's email ID at secretarial@shriramfinance.in. Now I shall move on to the agenda items of this AGM. We have 6 items of this AGM, 4 under ordinary business and 2 under special business. Under ordinary business, I shall read out the items. Item number 1, ordinary resolution for consideration and adoption of the audited standalone financial statements of the company for the financial year ended March 31, 2023, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and auditors thereon. Item number 2, ordinary resolution for consideration and adoption of the audited consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended March 31, 2023, together with the report of auditors thereon. Item number 3, ordinary resolution for declaration of final dividend of 20 rupees per equity share of 10 rupees each for the financial year ended March 31, 2023, and confirmation of the payment of interim dividend of 15 rupees per equity share of 10 rupees each declared by the Board of Directors in its meeting held on December 24, 2022. Item number 4, ordinary resolution for reappointment of Mr. D.V. Ravi, holding DIN number 00171603 as a director retiring by rotation. Under special business, we have 2 items. Item number 5, special resolution for approval to insert Article 24D after the existing Article 24C of Articles of Association of the company to comply with the requirement of Regulation 23(6) of SEBI issue and listing of non-convertible securities regulations 2021. And item number 6, special resolution for approval to delete and substitute Article 3 of the Articles of Association of the company. With your permission, now I take the notice of the 44th AGM along with the explanatory statement and the report of the Board of Directors together with all the annexures thereto already emailed to the members as read. The Joint Statutory Auditor's Report for the financial year ended March 31, 2023 and the Secretarial Auditor's Report for the financial year ended 31st March 2023 do not contain any qualifications, observations, comments, or adverse remarks. And hence, with your permission, I take the same as read. As per the Companies Act 2013 and the rules made thereunder and SEBI listing obligations and disclosure requirements 2015, your company has provided facility of remote e-voting to the members to enable them to cast their vote electronically through the remote e-voting services provided by CDSL on all the resolutions set out in the notice of this AGM. The remote e-voting period commenced on Tuesday, that is June 20, 2023 at 9 a.m. Indian Standard Time and ended on Thursday, that is June 22, 2023 at 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The e-voting module has been disabled by CDSL for voting thereafter. The members who are present at this AGM through video conferencing or other audio-visual means and have not cast their vote on resolutions through remote e-voting and are otherwise not barred from doing so shall be eligible to vote through e-voting at this AGM once the announcement for the same is made by the chairman after the question and answer session. The members will be given a time of 15 minutes to cast their vote. The vote tab on your screen will be activated to enable you to cast your vote. You can cast your vote by clicking on the vote tab. Please note that there will be no voting by show of hands. The results of voting will be declared within 2 working days from the conclusion of this AGM. The scrutinizer's report shall be placed on the company's website, shriramfinance.in, and on the website of CDSL at evotingindia.com. The same will also be communicated to the National Stock Exchange of India Limited and BSE Limited. In this regard, the Board of Directors has appointed Mr. P. Shriram, having membership number FCS 4862, a practicing company secretary, having CP number 3310, or failing him, Ms. Nitya Pasupati, having membership number FCS 10601, a practicing company secretary, having CP number 22562, partners of SPNP and Associates Chennai, as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the process of remote e-voting and e-voting at this AGM in a fair and transparent manner. Since this AGM is being conducted through video conferencing and the remote e-voting process has already been completed yesterday, that is June 22, 2023, proposing and seconding of each of the resolutions as set out in the notice of this AGM dated April 27, 2023 is not necessary. With this, I conclude my part and I now request Chairman to kindly address the members. Thank you.
Thank you, Balasundarji. Dear members, let me begin my address with an update on the Indian economy. India's real gross domestic product recorded a growth, as you know, of 7.2% in 2022-23, as per the latest estimate, which is somewhat stronger than the earlier estimate of 7%. It has surpassed the pre-pandemic level by 10.1%. The headline consumer price index inflation has gradually declined from its peak of 7.8% in April 2022 to 5.7% in March 2023 and further to 4.25% in May 2023. The Economic Survey of 2023 has flagged the consistent rise of non-banking financial companies' credit as a proportion of the GDP, as well as in relation to the credit extended by the scheduled commercial banks. Bank credit to the non-banking financial companies has registered a year-on-year growth of about 30% in each of the past 6 months. According to SICM, the automobile industry has experienced a significant 21% increase in domestic sales in the financial year 2023. Notably, the passenger vehicle segment has achieved its highest sales figure, showcasing an impressive annual growth rate of 27%. The commercial vehicle segment and the three-wheelers have also witnessed substantial growth, with respective increase of 34% and 87%, which is primarily attributed to the higher demand for passenger carriers. The two-wheeler segment has shown a moderate growth of 18% after experiencing a decline for 3 consecutive years. Tractors, on the other hand, had single-digit growth rate of 8% due to strong base of the financial year 21-22. As per ICEMA, the financial year 22-23 recorded a growth of 29% in the sales of new construction equipments. The Indian automobile industry has demonstrated remarkable resilience and growth in the face of unprecedented challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. The industry experienced a significant increase in domestic sales in financial year 2022-23, with passenger vehicle segment achieving its highest sales figure, and the commercial vehicle and three-wheeler segment also witnessing substantial growth. The pre-owned car market is also witnessing strong growth, and the trend is expected to continue through the next year. The pre-owned automobile industry is also expanding as every newly sold vehicle and equipment becomes the base for pre-owned vehicle and equipment. Now let me provide an update on the company. Your company has emerged as a leading player in the financial services industry. We are committed to our vision to be country's most preferred financial services destination, delivering delightful customer experience through empowered employees. Your company's nature of business continues to offer retail suite of financial products to customers with focus on serving the financially underbanked and underserved customer segments in India. Your company's product offerings now include four different distinct segments. The first, financing commercial goods and passenger vehicles, construction equipments, multi-utility vehicle, 2 and 3-wheelers, tractors and farm equipments to the first-time buyers and small road transport operators. The second segment is financing to MSME customers, typically consisting of self-employed professionals, wholesale and retail dealers, merchants, builders, small and medium-scale manufacturing concerns, and service providers. The third segment includes gold loans primarily to individuals who own gold jewelry but do not have access to formal credit institutions within a reasonable time, or to whom credit may not be available at all to meet their short-term requirements. And the fourth segment consists of personal loans to customer segments that do not have an easy access to banks and other modes of financing for immediate short-term or medium-term funding requirements. Now, let me mention something about our ESG initiatives and outlook. Your company has taken several initiatives on ESG. Towards this, the company has conducted comprehensive carbon footprinting exercise to map Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions. Your company also recognizes the growing demand for electric vehicles in India. Accordingly, we are actively working towards financing of electric vehicles. Your company is fully committed to upholding human rights, prioritizing well-being of the employees, and fostering an inclusive and safe workplace. Your company strongly believes in facilitating gender equality and providing equal opportunities for growth and success of valuable staff. In addition to promoting gender equality and gender diversity, your company is also committed to providing equal opportunities to the differently abled persons. Your company provides favorable interest rate financing to small road transport contractors, operators, and first-time buyers from the unserved and underserved communities under the social financing initiatives. In the financial year 2022 and 23, your company has actively pursued commitment towards the corporate social responsibility through various initiatives. Your company demonstrates a strong commitment to responsible business conduct and transparent governance practices through its emphasis on governance and ethical performance. Your company follows a strong internal governance structure that comprises board of directors consisting of experts from very diverse fields. Your company recognizes the need to align the ESG initiatives with its core business objectives. Your company is fully committed to implementing a robust and holistic ESG strategy that ensures sustainability and delivers long-term value to its stakeholders. Your company is devoted to continuously improving its ESG practices and performance and eagerly anticipates sharing its achievements and progress in future. Moving forward, we are also committed to providing comprehensive updates on the performance in the coming years. As we navigate the future, we will diligently communicate our achievements, financial results, and strategic advancements to keep all the stakeholders adequately informed and engaged in our journey towards sustainable growth. Now, I come to the financial performance of the company during the financial year 2022 and 23. The financial performance of the company for financial year 2022 and 23 under review has been adequately dealt with in the 44th annual report. Hence, here I would very briefly mention some of the highlights of the financial performance of the company for the financial year ending on March 31st, 2023. Please note that in view of the scheme of amalgamation and arrangement of Shriram City Union Finance and Shriram Capital with the company, effective from the appointed date being 1st April 2022, the financial figures of the company for the year ended 31st March 2023 are not comparable with the financial performance figures for the previous year ended on March 31st, 2022. As regards total income, it has increased to rupees 29,802.89 crores from rupees 19,274.23 crores. The profit after tax has increased to rupees 5,979.34 crores as against rupees 2,707.93 crores. The earning point per share EPS has increased to rupees 159.69 as against rupees 100.74. The book value of equity per share has increased to rupees 1156.6 as against rupees 958.6. The capital adequacy ratio is currently 22.61%, which is well above the regulatory requirement of minimum of 15%. Assets under management as on 31st March 2023 were rupees 1,85,683 crores as against rupees 1,27,041 crores as on 31st March 2022. The asset quality, as regards asset quality, the gross stage through assets as on 31st March 2023 were 6.21% as compared to 7.07% as on 31st March 2022. The next stage 3 assets were 3.19% as on 31st March 2023 as against 3.67% as on 31st March 2022. Now I shall mention about the dividend. Your company has consistently been paying dividend to the members for the past several years. Your company had declared and paid an interim dividend at the rate of 150%, that is rupees 15 per equity share of face value of rupees 10, each fully paid up for the financial year 2022-23, involving a cash flow of 561.64 crore gross, subject to deduction of tax at source as per the applicable rate to the eligible members. The Board of Directors have recommended a final dividend of 200%, that is rupees 20 per equity share on 37 crores 48 lakhs 36,784 equity shares, involving a cash flow of 749.67 crores gross, subject to deduction of tax at source as per the applicable rate to the eligible members for the financial year 2023, subject to the approval of the members today in the AGM. With this, the total dividend declared and recommended by the board for the financial year 2022-23 is 350%, that is rupees 35 per equity share of rupees 10, each fully paid up. Now let me provide some outlook about the future of the Indian economy and the company briefly. As per the monetary policy statement issued by RBI, the real GDP growth for the year 2023-24 is projected at 6.5%, with Q1 at 8%, Q2 at 6.5%, Q3 at 6%, and the fourth quarter, Q4, at 5.7%. The RBI has kept the policy repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. With the recent Rabi harvest remaining largely unaffected by the adverse weather events, the near-term inflation outlook looks more favorable. The forecast of a normal southwest monsoon by the Indian Meteorological Department is also reassuring for the Kharif crops. Geopolitical tensions, uncertainties around monsoon, and international commodity prices, especially sugar, crude oil, rice, and volatility in global financial markets, pose some upside risk to inflation. Taking into account these factors and assuming a normal monsoon, the CPI inflation is projected at 5.1% for the financial year 2023-24, with first quarter at 4.6%, the second quarter at 5.2%, the third quarter at 5.4%, and the fourth quarter at 5.2%. The government's continued focus on infrastructure development, coupled with anticipated rise in private investment, is expected to provide necessary momentum for growth in the current year. Higher budgetary allocation by the government to boost infrastructure investment involving construction of roads, new airports, ports, etc., creates a huge demand for commercial vehicles. These factors will also benefit transportation sector and create more financing opportunities for your company. We expect the auto disbursement in the industry to expand in the range of 12 to 16% after a strong financial year 2022-23. Further, passenger and commercial vehicle sales increased by 27% and 34% in the financial year 2022-23 respectively. According to the industry estimates, commercial vehicle segment is expected to report a 10 to 12% volume growth, and passenger vehicle volumes are likely to moderate to 7 to 8%, which coupled with price hike of 4 to 5% should support auto assets under management growth of 15 to 18% for the financial year 2023 and 24. However, business diversification should also aid faster growth of assets under management as the NBFCs are moving towards less cyclical segments. NBFCs witnessed MSME credit demand crossing 2 times the demand of two years ago, as per the Civil TransUnion report. While growth will be broad-based across various subsectors, microfinance and personal loans will be leading the growth chart. On the other hand, vehicle financing loans, both commercial and passenger vehicle finance, which have remained significantly subdued since financial year 2019-20, are also expected to report higher growth numbers following an improvement in the operating environment. On the profitability front, while rising interest rates are expected to bring net interest margins under pressure, the impact has been somewhat upset as banks have not passed on the entire cost of increase, and the NBFCs have been able to pass on the limited rate hikes to their borrowers. Before concluding, let me also add that despite the favorable macroeconomic scenario that I have mentioned, the outlook for the global economy is fraught with uncertainties arising out of the prevailing geopolitical tensions. The long-term risk of climate change also need to be factored in by us and reckoned by us. Forecasting the future in an uncertain world is no doubt very challenging, but we may recall the famous words of Abraham Lincoln, who is supposed to have said, "The best way to predict your future is to create it actually." Let us, all of us, the management, shareholders, and the stakeholders, resolve to work collectively and navigate all the challenges predicted as well as unforeseen to achieve our mission. Let me now make some acknowledgements. We remain committed to achieve the company's philosophy of enhancing long-term shareholders' value, achieving transparency, professionalism in all decisions and activities of the company, and excellence in corporate governance. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I take this opportunity to express my sincere and deepest gratitude to our shareholders, debenture and fixed deposit holders, financial institutions, bankers, officials of statutory bodies, customers, auditors, employees, business associates for their continued support extended to the company and the management. I also thank the promoters of the company for their continuous support. Finally, I also thank all the regulators, including the Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, and Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Let me thank you. Stay safe, stay well. Namaskar. Now I shall invite the members who have registered themselves as speakers to express their views, ask questions, and give their suggestions. I just would like to remind before we start that each member is kindly requested to limit his submission, statement, questions to maximum of 3 minutes, as was mentioned by Balachandra Rao. Questions will be addressed after hearing all the speaker members. We have 4 members registered as speakers for this question and answer session. And I would now like to call out speaker number 1, Mr. Aspi Veshania. Mr. Veshania, please.
Sir, can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Sir, I'm Aspi from Bombay. Sir, I congratulate the management on good results for the previous year. Sir, Q4 of last year, quarter-on-quarter income is almost flat, although merger was for 1 month. However, profit has reduced. How do you see the current year? How much percentage of our income comes from auto, including two-wheelers and used vehicles? The company should restrict the dividend and reduce loans. Please do not follow Kotak model and do not go for QIP every now and then. You should follow the Kotak model and reduce the dividend and reduce the loans. Sir, and do not follow the Yes Bank model. How much was the saving due to merger of the City Union Finance? I would request the management not to meet so many fund managers. You should meet all together so that management can save time. So I welcome our new company secretary since this is his first AGM. So thank you very much and all the best for the future.
Now, I request speaker number 2, Mr. Vinay Vide, please. Mr. Vinay Vide.
Hello. Are you able to hear me? Hello.
We can. Please go ahead.
Fine. I'll start. Thank you, sir. Chairman, Mr. Mahapatra, MD and CEOs, Mr. Revankar and Mr. Chakravarti, independent directors present today, company executives and shareholders, good afternoon to you all. As mentioned, my name is Vinay Bhide and I'm shareholder from Mumbai. I'll start, this is the first accounting year and AGM post amalgamation of group companies. The amalgamated working is encouraging and so is the higher dividend of rupees 35 per equity share versus rupees 20 per share last year. Thank you for the same. I've just got a few queries to seek from the board, and this is basically with the intention of understanding the present as well as the future of the company better, and the questions are as follows. Question number 1, I request you to refer to page number 14 of our annual report. This page shows depicts the product portfolio. So in this page, after commercial vehicles, which is approximately 50% of the AUM, we have got the next larger segments, which are passenger vehicles at approximately 18%, MSME at approximately 10%, and construction equipment at nearly 8%. My question here is that, as per the company's plan, how do we see the contribution from the second, third, and the fourth verticals to change in this year and the years to come? So that is question number 1. For the second question, I request you to refer to page number 227, and this is on the bad debt recovery. We have recovered about 351 crores in the past financial year versus 70 crores in the previous year. I would like to know as to what is the recoveries that we have made so far this year and what is the target that we have set in terms of bad debt recoveries. Point number 3 is that the report is voluminous. It is about 463 pages. I was trying to locate, the AOC1 format. So I've not been able to locate it. Please help me locate it in the annual report. And the next question, which I'm asking is related to the AOC part, which I could get from page number 444. And I find that we have got one subsidiary company and one associate company. So my question here is that we have got Shriram Housing Finance Limited, which is our wholly owned subsidiary. My question here is that, are we looking to divest any holding in this company? And in case we are doing it, I think the board should keep in mind the interest of the small shareholders and the shareholders at large in terms of giving them shares as and when we decide to harvest the benefits of this particular holding. And in conclusion, I must like to thank Mr. Balasundar and his team for the excellent support that they have provided to me as a shareholder, as also for AGM participation. I thank you for giving an opportunity to speak. I wish directors and employees all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now let me invite speaker number 3, Mr. T. N. Ramakrishna, please. Mr. T. N. Ramakrishna.
First, I would like to heartily congratulate the company for having completed the successful merger and integration of Shriram City Union Finance Limited with our company. And we also would like to congratulate our Executive Vice Chairman upon his elevation. And also we would like to congratulate our new Managing Director and Mr. Chakravarti, and congratulate our Company Secretary and wish our earlier Company Secretary happy and healthy retired life. That is one thing. Second thing is, we congratulate the company for having crossed over 2 lakh rupees in sheet size with over 1,86,000 crores of asset under management, and we hope asset under management will cross 2 trillion rupees this ending financial year, where and we hope in the fastest possible time our company's market capitalization will definitely exceed 1 trillion rupees from the present about 62,500 crore rupees what it is. We do hope to reap good benefits when it crosses a trillion rupees of market capitalization with the existing share capital without an increase in the share capital, which with all the shareholders will get benefited. It is also time for us from graduating to post-graduating ourselves with good dividends what we are getting for the past couple of years. Good increase this year, 150%. We hope to post-graduate, our company will post-graduate itself by shifting to a quarterly payment like TCS and other companies with 100% dividend, which we hope another 50% more dividend this financial year onwards, and should hope to get quarterly dividend. And it is close to 6,000 crores of net profit, and that lowering of the NPS and many good CSR initiatives by our company. And one more aspect of it is that there is no unspent CSR amount. The kind of importance our company has given to reach out to the beneficiaries, where our company philosophy is itself to get the unorganized people to the organized financing structure. So in that same principles, our CSR also, our company, I'm very happy to know that entire amount is spent and there is no unutilized CSR amount. So I want to give a big congratulations to our company's team management, particularly those who are looking at the CSR division of it. And 65,000, over 65,000 market capitalization we crashed a couple of days back. That is also a good one. And we got a comfortable CRAR. And finally, that and many other aspects, over close to 3,000 branches we are into, and close to about 65,000 employees, and across the country. Entire country we are we are giving our name and the company shareholders do hope that we all are definitely looking forward a very good years ahead. And with all these things, we got one special request to the management of our company in terms of the CSR activities, 75th anniversary attempt of our independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. We are doing many CSR activities. This is the time to pay back our debt as the citizens of independent country to our great freedom fighters who fought for the nation's independence, particularly revolutionary freedom fighters who are the unsung real heroes of our country. So I would like to personally and specifically request, as a son of a freedom fighter parents, as a son of a freedom fighter parents, I'm repeating, to establish gold medals in all the universities of our unsung heroes, revolutionary freedom fighters, as a part of our CSR, and making benchmark and making legacy in our country and create patriotic spirit. This I would like to conclude my request and opinion with one shloka from the Bhagavad Gita. It says, "Yajna dacharati shreshtaha tadat itare janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokaha tad anuvartate." Whatever the noblemen, Shrestha, great respectable leaders, people, whatever action a great leader performs, common men follow the same. And whatever standards is set by their exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So whatever we set standards in terms of that all other companies which are not able to follow, they should, whatever this on the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, whatever we do to pay our debt to our freedom fighters who are unsung heroes of our country, that entire the corporate world will follow. Whatever Shriram Finance will do, the entire corporate world will follow. So I humbly once again request our great company's management to consider my request on a merit basis. This is totally on the merit, and we are going to pay back the debts to our freedom fighters, as our government, head of our government also told when Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's grand statue was erected near the parliament under Kartavya, earlier known as Rajpath. The nation has to pay back its debt to our freedom fighters. So this opportunity on the special occasion of 75th anniversary of our independence, our company should use it, establish gold medals across all the universities of country, and set a standard for other companies to follow to pay back their debts. Today, what respect we are getting across the globe, it is because of our independence. You all definitely are aware what humiliation Jamshedji Tata has to go through to establish, to get a license. 6 years he has to struggle to establish, get a license to establish Tata Steel in Jamshedpur. So we are all fortunate enough. Today we are getting this same respect like an American citizen or a Canadian or Australian or any other independent country citizens, is because we achieved the political to repay that, but make a effort forward to congratulate for the transition of the market and establishment of brand 6,000 crores of profit and good dividends and all other CSR and other activities. And we do hope there will be great future for all the shareholders. And I would like to also congratulate employees at all the levels, including direct, outsourced, all the employees who contributed for the growth and the present vibrant accomplishments of our company. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ramakrishnan. Our next speaker and final speaker is Mr. Lalit Sampath. Mr. Lalit Sampath, please.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Sampath.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
I'm thankful to the chairman that you allowed me to speak on the AGM. And I am a shareholder from Mumbai. I'm holding this since 86. And at present, I am getting twice the dividend what I've invested at what I've purchased the price. So I'm very glad that my company is performing very well. Now, I just want to request, in the past how many years, I have not received any bonus share from this company. So I just want to ask you when you will issue a bonus share and you will reward the shareholder as you are rewarding in terms of dividend and all. That is my humble request. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sampath. Now I request Mr. Umesh Revankar, the Executive Vice Chairman, to respond to the questions and clarifications sought for by the speakers. Mr. Revankar, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, shareholders. as you have complimented, your company has been doing very well, and under the current circumstances where post-COVID economic recovery has been very good, and mostly the businesses which we are in, especially vehicle financing, small business lending, they have been doing very well, and our credit quality and asset management, and also the growth in the business, everything has been quite steady, and there is a very good opportunity for us to further progress and improve on. I will give the answers, all the four shareholders put together. The overall merger consummated from the 5th of December. We started functioning right from 1st of April, but the actual advantage and the results or benefit of merger has totally started trickling in, because it is a large-scale merger with a large number of employees and large number of products and services to be introduced. We believe the merger is for long-term benefit. The operational efficiency, the improvement in the profitability, and better service and products, more products and better services to the customer will start reaching them in the next couple of years. The total merger expense was 27 crores. We managed it I should say, a small budget. Entire expenses has been managed. The overall portfolio, if you look at, the commercial vehicle is 50% of the portfolio. Passenger vehicle is 18%. As chairman was explaining during his speech, the passenger vehicle is growing faster. So naturally, we expect passenger vehicle to grow faster this year too. Similarly, the demand for construction equipment also is improving, mainly because the government is spending large sum on the infrastructure, and there is a lot of focus on building good logistics across the country to improve the manufacturing in India. The manufacturing in India, exporting, making India export hub, that is the vision of the government. Because of that, a lot of investment in infrastructure, that is creating a good demand for the construction equipment business. As coming to the SME business, we have a huge unmet credit gap in the SME business. There is estimated to be 32 lakh 50,000 crore credit gap as far as the IFC estimation is concerned in the SME credit gap. That's the opportunity and scope we have, and we should be taking up our responsibility to reach out and improve on this. The SME business was mostly done in the southern part of the country. Rest of the country, since the network was not fully used earlier, and the post-merger, we have the total network under use. So we will be introducing the new products in the SME across the country in the next couple of years. So that should enable us to grow much faster in the SME business, especially in the northern and western belt, where the industry and businesses are really progressing and growing very fast. And the CV under commercial vehicle, we are the leader, so we will continue to remain leader. So that also will continue to grow as the manufacturing consumption agri in India improves. The demand for the commercial vehicle also would keep improving. So we feel overall all this these subsegment of the company verticals, we should be growing in a healthy double digit. Double digit. On bad debt recovery, we have made a good progress in bad debt recovery. But over the year, we have built good legal recovery mechanism, because in India, it takes time to build a good legal recovery mechanism on the shortfall. And we have now since built it across the country. We are confident that it will keep improving year on year, and the arbitration legal system and the other methods are being used for the recovery of a bad debt. On the capital adequacy, we are at 21% on tier 1, 21.2, and tier 2 put together, we are 22.61. So we may not require any capital for even medium term. That is what we feel. As economy grows, as our business grows, if there is any requirement of capital, we may come to raising capital. But I would like to remind you here that the last time we raised capital was 2010. And after that, we raised it in 2022. That is, after the 12 years gap, we raised capital. That means we are not a frequent visitor or frequently coming to the market to raise capital. And with the steady growth of around 15-20%, we feel that the current capital is sufficient for us. We continue to look at the shareholders' benefit. The board will keep looking at what should be the best way to reward the shareholders. We have increased our dividend in the last 4 years as the economy has improved, the company has progressed well, the profit margins have been good. We have been sharing with the shareholders. Similarly, on bonus also, we will look into that, and board will take a call on which is best mode to give a benefit to the shareholders. I think I have covered all the questions, but I would like to thank all the shareholders for supporting us in our the merger process, and it was very seamless. Support from the shareholders was very much important for us in our progress, and we continue to run the business profitably and keep rewarding the shareholders accordingly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Agarkar, for clarifying the issues and addressing the questions. I thank all the members for joining this AGM. I also thank all the directors for participating in this AGM. The members who did not cast their vote through remote e-voting process can now cast their e-votes. The facility to cast the votes will be available for just 15 minutes. The scrutinizers shall, on completion of e-voting at this AGM, unblock the votes cast through remote e-voting and e-voting by members at this AGM and make a consolidated scrutinizers report of the total votes cast in favor of and against the resolutions. I have authorized the Managing Director and CEO and the Company Secretary to receive the scrutinizers report on e-voting and also to countersign the scrutinizers report upon receipt of the same, and to declare the results within 2 working days from conclusion of this AGM. With your consent, I, along with other board members and management of the company, would now like to leave this meeting. I request the moderator to deactivate the e-voting window after completion of 15 minutes when the proceeding of this AGM shall stand closed. Thank you all. Thank you very much.